Hi, my lovely spectators, Dee Dee here, and welcome to my studio. So, we are in Mass Make March, and just, letting my mojo kind of flow and trying to figure out fun things we can do, and what are the things we have around. And I have bought a bunch of decks to participate in the full deck challenge, and so a whole bunch. So I have a an extra one. Well, a few extra ones. So I decided to take a deck out, and I'm going to do something with the deck. And I thought it would be cute to have some ephemera that we can add into the our pockets and stuff like that. And I want to try to make a shaker. So let's see if that's going to be successful. I've been hoarding this foam for the longest. It is from scrapbook.com. It is adhesive, of course. I'm looking to see if it has, it's a 1/4 inch and it's black foam. It's 3 millimeters. I guess that's the thickness, and the 1/4 inch is the width. So if you've never made a shaker before, then you probably want to hang out and kind of see what's going to happen. And so I'm going to take out my little machine. I should have done all this, but I'm only going to do 12. I did do some prep. So, let's see here. I'm going to do only the face cards, so we're going to do 12 of them. We are going to need 12 other cards, and we're going to be doing some stuff to that. This was some packaging. Now, it's kind of heavy duty, but I didn't want to toss it. And I was like, I gotta use this. I said, you know what, let me use it right away. So I cut it down to a size that's bigger than the window. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to get it to fix. And then I got this little die that I thought would be a nice little something. I have an idea for the decoration, a little bit of decoration, not a lot. And then we will probably need some kind of like book page or something, and I could just pull that from wherever to kind of help us with the whole shaker situation. So I got my little scout here, and I need to excuse me, I need to cut my my little holes in the cards, So I'm gonna cut, actually I think this time, because I want to look, usually I'm like whatever, I just stick it however. I have some of that blue tape. I think I got it at the same time from Scrapbook. Okay, I'm trying to reach and not shove my face into the field of vision. Okay, here we go. Sorry about my arm if it's there. This little bit. Oh, look, a dimensional. I'm not gonna need it, but we will put it back because we hoard. Well, we can't put it back, but anyway, just to position the little die. So what I'm going to do is I want to take out, now normally you would say, oh, you want it in the center, but in reality, I want to kind of keep part of what it is we're working with. But I also have to think about the 1/4 inch. So, oops, I'm going to have to go into the center. Okay, so we're just going to put a little piece of tape there, and we're going to run it through. And we're going to need to cut. Oh, these are the bits inside. So if you've never done a shaker card, you need to have something that's obviously going to shake inside the card. Now, I wanted to do a square cutout or rectangular cutout because it mimics the rectangle shape of the card itself. So you could probably punch a hole into a deck of cards. Looking to see if I have one that I could do. Let's see. This is a 1.5 inch. Let's just play. Oh, I'm probably not gonna do it, but yeah, you could probably go in. I just don't like the fact that you're not gonna get it into the center. So if you're okay with that, you could punch a hole and then make a window there. So if you don't have a die like this, it's still an option for you guys to make shakers, right? So we're gonna just keep on keeping on. We're gonna center that because we need the 1/4 inch, the 1/4 inch around, and we're going to cut those out completely. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on pause, and I'm gonna come back with all of these guys cut, so that way you're not watching me struggle with the machine. So hold up, be right back. Okay, so I've cut all these guys out, and they've left me with a bunch of these guys, right? And these could be so cute to kind of save for something else and use in another kind of journal. But I wanted to use this die because I thought it would be cute to have the card shape. So I have already cut most of them. I'm just going to cut one last one here because I wanted to have another layer of decoration. But I don't think it's going to work out the way that I thought, because the die and this paper is not playing nicely with each other. So I'm going to put her to the side, and I need a name. I named my tools. I named my cutting machines. For the most part, I've named my silhouettes and stuff like that, but I've never named those machines. But she's pretty and she's pink, so I should name her. Anyway, so the die looks like this, and it's supposed to have that impression of card faces and like some score lines, and it does do that. It does do the impression, and you do have these cut lines to create like that there's cards there, except that being on this, it's very hard to see. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing. But again, you don't know until you try, and I probably will still use them, but maybe because they were going to be an added element, I'm going to find a way to kind of highlight that information that's there, because it's so, you can't see it really. Anyway, and all of these little pieces, just tossing. I don't find a need to keep these, so I'll throw those out. So we have all of our cards cut relatively in the same place, hopefully, because we're eyeballing it, right? So we have 12 of these guys cut, and so the next phase is going to be to adhere the acetate. I did a decent job of getting them almost all in the same spot. There's a couple that are off by a little bit. We need the acetate to go in, and the acetate is going to go on the back. So what I want to do is I want to glue the acetate right there, and then we'll have to add the foam adhesive as well. So it's kind of thick, some of it's a little warped. I'm not sure what I should use. I'm gonna try the art glitter glue, but I might have to switch. Let's try one. So I'm gonna go away from, kind of around, but not too close to the window. I don't want the glue squishing into that area. And then we're going to put the acetate down and see what happens. Right? Glue is, if it comes on the outside, it's okay. We'll clean it up. Oh, yeah, that happened. Let's go. Let's fix this. So it's not drying as fast as on paper, I guess is what I was trying to say. And if we do get some glue in the front, we'll deal with it. But let's see. Just gonna turn it over, try to clean this one up. This is the first pancake, right? So it's always a little janky. And Mikey will get that one. Okay. So yep, that's not a thing. It's not happening. I don't know if it's the acetate or the glue. Let me stick it under the thing here, and let's try a different adhesive. Let's try Fabri-Tac and see, because that's that means that I started the video and this is gonna be, so this is my Fabri-Tac. Okay, let's try that. So let's grab another piece of acetate and let's put some glue around the edge here. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, I put it in a small, can't have all these big bottles of glue, so I put them in another container because I need the space. Okay, it's coming out. I can see it. It's hard for you guys to see because it's just clear. So I want to make sure it's getting glue around the perimeter. Okay, let's see what happens here. Now with this, I'm not worried if I have a little bit of gappage. And the reason being is that my bits that go inside are not glitter. I have sequins and I have some little beads. I'm hoping that's going to be enough to give it a shake. We shall see. But glitter is the one you want to worry about. Okay, this seems like it's okay. So let's do those. Let's do one more together, and then I will again let you. I won't have you watching me glue 12 of these guys, or 10 more, or whatever it is, because you know that's the boarding. Okay. All right. So we got that. Holding that down. All right. We're gonna do another dip, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So glue and this did not want to work. So I wound up having to switch off to some double-sided tape. And now I'm just gonna start with this. So if you've never made a shaker before, you need some foam tape with some depth for the bits to be moving around, and you just want to go around your window. And so I'm just putting it and cutting it. Now with the fact that I'm not using glitter, I don't have to be like super precise with the corners because there's no escapage of glitter is going to happen. As long as what I'm putting in the inside has no way of getting out, I should be good. Also, I specifically bought this double-sided tape because it was black. Because I think that when you have your shaker, to see that inside and there's that black, I think, and it wasn't for this, it was just that I had purchased it because I've made shakers before as a card maker. So I've just taken a long strip. So I don't want to put you guys back on pause again because you came here to see something. And maybe some of you came here to hear my shenanigans. But yeah, so this has been an experience because I didn't do Mass Make March. I didn't even really know what Mass Make March was. I did a lot of the challenges that Seven Plaza and Crafty by Tony, like the ABC April from last year and such. But this year, I've you know, into 2025, and this year so far, I've been doing some of the other things that have been happening. So since I have a little piece, I'm gonna put the little piece here, there, and I had another little piece from before, so I'm gonna put that there. And I still need another little piece because I have beads that are gonna go in here, so they need a little bit more. And I'm just gonna piece this one up together, so I need a little tiny sliver more. Yeah, so I don't know, you know, I ask questions in my videos a lot. Sometimes people will answer. For the honesty, most of the time I don't get people answering, which is fine. I mean, that's part of it. Is we're trying to build a community and have interaction, but you know, some people just don't have the time to, you know, be doing that and stuff like that. I know that sometimes when I want to comment, because I'm on the television in my room, I can't comment because I have to open up my phone, and that becomes a thing, which I don't know why that is, because I used to be able to type it up on my phone, you know, on the TV. But anyway, so you know, things change. Some people, I guess, are making it, thinking that they're making it better or easier, but for me, that just kind of messed with me. So I have to really want to say whatever comment it is that I have, to then go, you know, dig up my phone, open the app, find the video, etc., because you know it's not right there on my phone, you know. So anyway, but going back to why I even started this little rant was because with Mass Make March, you know, we're here to make a ton of something, but I also feel like I want to kind of show you how to do some stuff, and I don't know if that's what the intention is supposed to be, or you just watch us create stuff. So I really would love to know what's the preference. Like when you come to a creator's video, are you coming just to enjoy watching them make, or you're actually looking for them to show you something, you know, specific, or how to do something or explain something? I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit at a loss for what to do. I mean, I'm like, I don't know when this one's airing, but I'm a good 15 videos in, because yes, I am recording out of turn. I need to, because you know I don't have the luxury of every day actually, you know, being able to record. So I have to record a few a day and schedule them, because if not, it's going to be a hot mess. So I'm still working on the videos and I'm still wondering about the things, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. So once we put all these borders, right, on here, so this is going to give the card itself that dimension, right, that thickness that we want to have the space for the little bits. We're going to set it up so that we can put the bits on in it, and then we will put the backs. Now the backs can be anything you want in reality. So if you don't want to put the other set of cards or pieces of cards, then don't put pieces of cards. That's your prerogative. If you want to put cardstock, because I was considering cardstock, I was considering index cards, I was considering coffee dyed paper, I was gonna book. See, this is like, if you see it a little bit, it's like you gotta move it over. You got to move it over. Okay, it's a little dirty. Is the dirt in there? Is the dirt in the inside, or is it on the outside? Because you know, you don't want the inside, the dirt, to be there forever. I think it might have been on the inside. All right, we have a few more to go, so let's just keep moving. So yeah. I was watching Scrap Brat earlier as she was sorting her ephemera. So if you know Scrap Brat, Cindy, and you saw that video when it came out, then you know when I'm recording this was a minute ago, because it was early in March, and this is probably coming out mid-March for this little activity right now. Anyway, ephemera. We were, you know, she was talking about ephemera and sorting through the ephemera. You know, we're making all these things with the intention of ... Now, I've been talking about here and there that I want to sell once I feel my skill set for certain things is up to par, right? So I haven't, I've got my Etsy, I've put a few things out there that have been very simple. You know, my intention is to kind of do that. And it's not like I'm going to make $1 million. I just want to make recoup some money so that I have the ability to pay for more stuff. Not even more stuff. It's like adhesives, you know. We go through so much adhesive. I enjoy the process of the making. I have that fun. It's a creative outlet, etc., etc. So, but yeah. But again, I don't know. I'm just rambling over here. I'm afraid of the silence. Okay. Let's put a little piece here. This foam is actually really nice. Like, it's got some real nice texture to it. I like it. I don't recall how much it was. It was probably on sale for me to purchase it, because your girl don't buy things unless they're on sale, because you know we love a deal. We got to try to, you know, maximize the buck. The peso has to go a good ways. So yeah, so I don't know. maybe when I well, I'm gonna run out of it eventually, but it feels like it's gonna run out so fast. But there's not many things that I'm doing for junk journaling right now that need this. This was just like I think I had saw someone had done some kind of a shaker element. I'm not sure. There's a few ways you can do shakers that doesn't even need this kind of a foam. So I'm not sure how it was done, but yeah. So I was like, oh, I have foam someplace, and I dug her out of my stash, and now we are playing. We are playing with take a little piece to fill up that gap. Oops, it's crooked. Yeah. Used to be like we'd have to worry about the stickiness inside here also, because you know, little things would get stuck if there wasn't going to be any movement. But so far I don't feel like this is sticky at all, so that's a good thing with this scrapbook tape, scrapbook.com foam adhesive. They also sell foam adhesive in strips, little strips that are already cut, like maybe 6-7 inches long, and then you would just cut down from there. I think I like the roll better. I don't know, I just feel like it's I don't know, something about, I don't know, something about the strips that just don't they bother me. It's one of those like, how you call, there's no reason for it, but it's just because that's the kind of way I feel about the strips. All right, we're almost done, and then we'll set this up more like a mass make. I mean, it is, we're doing it in phases, right? And so this is we got one more card, and then we will set up. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use another card. I was going to do the whole coffee dye in the card. I'm going to take a look right now to see if I want to kind of do that, or if I'm going to... no. Sorry to reach. Oh, perfect sizing too. Oh, that's too much over. Move it over, move it over. Okay, yeah. You don't want to be in the window. You want to be right up to the window. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like press them all down really good once we are done. This is the last one to add. So we're making 12 shakers, and so I took all of the face cards. So I think what I'm gonna use is gonna be the higher value cards, because they have more imagery than the lower value cards. So we're gonna pull those out of the deck, and we're gonna go from there. And we have a little bit more to go, and then we will be on our way. Oh, too much extra. No, 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 no. No, no. I have some. I'll stick this guy and save it somewhere. Can't stick it back there because she will move. But for now, because I'm gonna put it to the side. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it back in the bag right away. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use a decent amount of it. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it's stuck to to the side, on the other side, and we're gonna set up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna then look at. So of course these are Dollar Tree beads, right? And I don't need scissors. Well, maybe not anymore and stuff. So yeah, I want to make sure that I put all the heads, well, the positioning is face up. I know that they're double-sided. I just realized that. So anybody who's saying hello, you use the face, they have a top and a bottom that's the same. Yes, I realized that. I did that. Okay, so these guys are all going to be peeled in a minute. So let's talk about what we're going to use. We need 3 from each of the suits because I'm going to match them, hopefully. So I'm going to have to rearrange them in a minute. I'm going to use the 10, 9, and 8 of each one because they have more of the symbols behind there. There we go, 10, 9, and 8. And 10, 9, and 8. Okay. So we've got plenty of cards to do something else with. If you haven't seen, I have a really cute little tab video on my channel. So maybe I'll link it someplace. Anyway, so let's see here. Let's see what this is a heart. So we're gonna have it go like this. So it's gonna see hearts, but you're not gonna see the numbers, right? And the shaker bits are gonna be in there, and you will see the black foam and a little bit of that spacing. Okay, but that's inherent to what a shaker card does. So yeah, so that's a heart. This is a club. So I'm just gonna put them with the whatevers. That's a club. Okay. This is a diamond. And I don't care if I'm putting 8s, like being consistent with whatever. This is another club. Even though somebody might, you should probably put all the and that's true, probably. But you know what? It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Jack, club. Let's do club. Club. What's this one? Jack, spade. So I probably am gonna lay them out like this so that they're prepped. But what I'm gonna wind up doing is one card at a time, because I don't want to wind up knocking things over and it get to be a hot mess. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Okay, this is a heart, and so this has to be a diamond. Yes. Okay, so what has to happen is that you need to have your bits, what you're going to put inside, right? And they should be less than what's there. Since these bits are just dollar store ones and I'm only going to use them for shakers, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a little bowl, and I think I'm just going to put every little bit together, and that's how I'm going to just like save them. You know what? Actually, I think I have a Ziploc. Yes, we're going to use a Ziploc because why not, right? So this may have some people cringing at the thought of this, but again, we're going to be using this only for shaker stuff. These are not beads that I would try to string anywhere, because I don't have that kind of patience. Okay, there's a couple pieces of tape here. There's tape there. All right. Yeah, I know. I look like I'm going to hurt myself. All right, here we go. Let's put that here. Okay. So I've got some neutral colors. That's what this packet was. When I saw them and I bought them, I was like, I need neutrals. I need some, we call it, not shabby chic. Well, black and whites, of course. And then I have the pinks. So, okay. Am I going to be that anal to kind of like, yes, I want every one of my beads that I paid $1.25 for. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put you on hold to do this because you don't need to hear all that cracking. Okay, y'all. You see all the glitter? The sequins done me dirty. Because I decided to do these bad boys too. The sequins have those little holes. And guess what? The little holes are inside the packaging too. Anyway, so we had a little bit of a rough time. It took me a minute. Well, no, it took me 4 tries to try to not make a mess, and I still made a mess. So, proceed with caution. Or just, I don't know, maybe you have a better handle on doing these things. But let's continue to have some fun with this, okay? So, I really think we're going to have to do them like one at a time. So, some people, when you have glitter, you don't want to kind of take this off but until after, which I find really weird because it's the potential for bouncing is crazy. So, I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna take a pinch of beads. I'm gonna hope that they all will fit in here. If they get stuck, that's okay. And we'll take a little pinch of sequin. Okay. And then we take our card. And then we're going to kind of, see, that's what happens. It falls on top of the sticky part. Take our card and we're going to Match it up the best we can and press down, hoping for the best. Okay, so I feel like there's one little big bead. Let's get it moving out of there. There we go. Okay, there we go. So is it perfect? No, but it shakes and it makes noise, and it's cute. Some of these CBD things are a little bit, when they go on the side, they get a little bit big, but again, that's fine, no problem. So what I was thinking was to kind of add the deck of card thing somewhere, but maybe not. We shall see. But let's make the rest of these. So it's a little off. Does that bother me? Not really. It's not meant to stand. It's meant to go into a pocket. So let's fill them up and shake them up. Okay, so let me take off the paper backing. So how many of you guys that have never done this are so motivated now to try this? I know, I'm sorry. No, it is fun. I mean, I should have been better prepared. I should have thought twice before using the sequin and messing with that. And maybe looked at the sea beads a little bit better. I'm calling them sea beads, but I don't know what they're sea beads or not. So I'm just gonna take a pinch of sequins, a pinch of beads. Okay, make sure that nothing is on the adhesive, right? And meanwhile, I'm pushing them onto the adhesive, going like that to kind of hopefully flatten out the beads. And then I'm taking this card, which is the card for this one, and I'm trying to line it up as best that I can. Get it down, press on the sides. There we go. Shake it, shake it, shake it. I don't know. It's cute. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. So let's see. Now, as far as inking or anything like that, if you did want to kind of try to distress these in any shape or form, I didn't what's the word? I didn't sand them at all. But some people will sand their cards, so you could do that prior. And then they or you could gesso the cards before you do, or gesso it before you do all this adhering of the other card in the back. That would help. If you are going to distress them as they are, then you probably should be using permanent ink, not distress. So maybe like a archival or something like that. That's going to be the best bet. Okay, so okay, we're pressing them down. We're having better luck with the beads. Here we go. Now we're on our way. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to wind up distressing them. Maybe I could distress them after the fact for the front. Maybe if I'm putting them in a journal that has a lot of pink, maybe I'll add more pink, a pink distress or something like that around the perimeter. I don't know. So, you know, but just a little pinch of this, a little dash of that. Just, you know, don't overfill it. Overfilling it could then cause a lot of jam ups and stuff like that. But I mean, you see how much is there, right? Okay, this little guy's trying to escape. Let's put him back in there. I'm trying to, and I mean, and also I'm lining it up by, I'm looking from the side, so I'm off a little bit. You probably will match it up better if you're not recording, because you don't have to worry about that, right? Okay, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, so anyway, so what do you guys think about this? It's fun. It's gonna be nice to have them in my stash. Hopefully I'll find a place to use them. Like I said, we're talking about our ephemera. This is considered an ephemera piece, you know, something to stick in a journal. And, you know, if you have the patience to, you know, work it out, you know, something different. You know, I mean, I'm sure with Mass Make March, we've been seeing a lot of the same type of things, right? Because there's, you know, there's a lot of the sameness. It's just a matter of style. So, trying to come up with something a little different. Okay, I can feed that there's a bead there in the thing, not on the adhesive. See, this sideways. So she will stay there, but that's okay. She can stay there. Yeah, fun, fun, fun. I think these are fun. I hope you guys think that they're fun. And now, I'm gonna have something new and different in my stash. But yeah, so talking about like storing stash, I gotta figure out how to store all my stuff. Like storing it based upon the type of thing it is. So like, is this, so right now this may seem like, well, what is this? It's just a fun piece to have. It's not really for anything other than to play with. You really can't journal on it. I mean, I guess if you wanted to put journal something on the back, but with the beads possibly being there, or if you don't get those beads, you know, yeah. So this guy's over here. Let's bring him over here. So you could put paper on the back, right? Instead. So, and and if you're not gonna, I was gonna use the cards, but if I wasn't gonna use the cards and I was gonna paper the back, I could have that like that, right? And then I could put paper in the back so that it could be a journaling card. But being that it's three-dimensional and the center is not a solid, in terms of, you know, putting pressure on it, I don't know if I would consider this for a journaling. Could be something nice to add as a journal top, in part of a journal topper. Like if you did a journal for gaming, right, or poker, something for like a gentleman. So maybe you don't get all these bright sequins, but you get like black and white beads only, black, white, and maybe iridescent or silver and gold, those kind of things. And then you could kind of gear them towards like it just being for like a gentleman and a journal, and he is a poker player, you know, stuff. Or you could have female poker players. I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's only for men. I say he because my brother's he plays and stuff. Okay, so how many more we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5 more. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. We got, what the hell? Oh, wait a minute. 1. Yes, we got 5 more. Okay. So let's knock these guys out. Okay. That's my club. Okay. Alright, let's do it in mass make. So we're going to take off all these papers. Diamond, yeah. I'm just coming off to the side so that I have a little pile of papers out of my way. Those had little bits, little partial backings. That's why. A little paper here. Okay. So let's go through. Got some sequins. Sequin. Okay. So we're done with our sequins. I'm gonna close it up before it hits the floor. Now we'll take our beads and we'll just put some beads in here. Oh, see, we don't want that to happen. So now we got an issue. I got sloppy, guys. I got sloppy. I got overconfident here. Okay. All right. So that's gonna be that. Okay, let's go. Let's finish them off. Let's finish them off. So with this one, we have a little piece that's off to the side. Okay. Yeah, too much movement and the things start to jump on top of the adhesive. That's the problem. And so, I'm gonna fix that. But then it's sticky. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just go with that. Okay. See, you can't. That's why I was doing them one at a time. It was a little off, but again, like I said, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So let's just get this guy going. I only had one little thing off. Let's hope we can keep it that way. Oh, see this one over here too? Let's put this one here. Okay. Oh, I cut that one a little crooked. That's all right. Let's do this guy here. All right. All right, guys. So let me start my goodbyes because you know there's not much to say after it's done. But if you like this idea and you just want to give me some love for my pain and suffering, then give me a like, leave me a comment. What did you think? Would you try this? If you're new, consider subscribing. If you've been a faithful subscriber and you've returned over and over again, thank you so much. I do appreciate. I would love to hear comments from you guys too, and that would be awesome. And let's see, I'll get that one down. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's see. All right, last of the Mohicans. Okay, let's see, get this down. I don't even know how long this is. I don't know, probably an hour. Sometimes I think I just make things too convoluted and whatnot. Should just bring something simple to the table. Anyway, so as I was saying, thank you so much for coming. If you do enjoy the content, please like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. If not, so we've got our 12 shaker ephemera. So we've got our king, our queen, our jack of clubs. We've got our king of hearts, our queen of hearts, our jack of hearts, and we've got our king of diamonds, our queen of diamonds, our jack of diamonds, king of spades, queen of spades, and jack of spades. Ta-da! I think they're fun. What do you guys think? Anyway, until next time, thank you for coming by. I'll see you then. Ciao, ciao. Bye.